Good morning. We have our Monday morning topic for the week. And last week, it was about mindful awareness and how to bring mindful awareness into our life. So we pick a topic, we fully engage in that activity, we bring all of our senses into it. And so this is a practice we want to cultivate for all of our days and all of our life because it's going to help you with so many aspects. Stress, number one. This week, we're going to take that mindful awareness and we're going to practice it with our communication on how we communicate. So the theme really is how can we improve all of our relationships using mindful awareness? Now, whether that's a love relationship, a family relationship, a work relationship, doesn't matter, right? How we communicate is essentially going to reflect onto our relationships. So let's become mindfully aware this week and then moving forward on how we communicate. So in order, we really want to take a look at it. It's not about, judging how other people communicate. It's about really turning the light on within ourselves. And by turning the light on within ourselves, we reveal some certain shadows about ourselves. We go, oh, I don't like looking at that. It's not about anybody else. If we try to change anybody else, we're taking the awareness away from us. So let's just think about some ineffective ways. What are some ways that we communicate that are not effective, right? Well, judging, right? That's a big one. We're going to go into an effective communication and improve our relationships. We have to get out of the judgment. We have to stop blaming, right? How about demanding? I demand that you do this, or I demand that this is what I want, and I demand that you do it. How about assuming, just assuming that others should know that this is what we want or this is what we need? Okay, so holding back affection, holding back attention, holding back appreciation, holding back accepting somebody for who they are. All of these are ways that we can't improve our relationships if this is the space that we're coming from. So let's come into this week with an awareness as to how we communicate and what are effective ways of communicating. Well, that would be listening. Are we listening? And this can be maybe a relationship with ourselves that we need to improve as well. Are we listening? Are we listening to ourselves? Are we listening to that person, that maybe that difficult relationship in our life? Are we listening to understand them and not listening to change them or fix them? Right? Are we listening to ourselves? Are we asking for what we want? Again, no, don't assume that that this person knows what you want. Are we asking? Right? And in that asking, we also have to understand ourselves. Do we even know what we're feeling? Do we even know what it is that we're needing? So we got to be curious here. We got to be curious. Am I communicating my needs? And then it's in that, are we asking for what we need? Not demanding, but asking with the willingness to be, open up a conversation. And we have to know that we deserve it. So are we just not asking for it because, we assume they know, or are we not asking for it because we don't think really deep down that we're deserving of it? Maybe we think we're asking too much. Okay, so knowing that we deserve, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm needing, and this, I deserve it, gives us the confidence to ask. Okay, and get the assuming out of there. Let's not assume that anybody knows what we want. Until we express it, they don't know anything. And it's the same thing. Don't assume you know what someone else wants. Be curious. And this is where mindful awareness, fully engaging in the conversation, fully engaging into the listening aspect of it, leaning back and being curious, right? Use our senses. Am I listening? Can I see? Is somebody struggling, or is somebody right? Use your senses, speak, talk, right? Let's bring some mindful awareness into how we communicate and what we could do this week to bring more love. Like a Valentine's Day, the ability to open our heart and to give, and the energy and receive a whole lot of love. But are you also willing to receive love? And every single relationship is based on the balance of this giving and the receiving. So let's bring some mindful awareness to that. Now, a really big part of communication and understanding ourselves and our feelings and our needs is to understand that every person in this world, every human being has 4 core needs. Okay, and those needs are, we all want acceptance, we all want attention, we all need affection, and we all need appreciation. Okay, so those are the 4 fundamental needs. So let's bring some mindful awareness into these 4 needs, our willingness to give them and our willingness to receive them. And if there isn't a willingness to give, well, then there's something in here that I got to work on. And if I'm not willing to receive it, well, then there's something in here that I need to work on. So it comes down to asking this question of, okay, do I just want my way? Do I just want to be right? Do I just want to get my way? I don't care. I will just demand and blame and manipulate and use all of the means that I can use so that I can just get what I want and get my way. But is that going to improve my relationship? It's not. Okay, it's about leaning back and asking ourselves right in here, what can I do? What kind of awareness can I bring to the ways that I'm currently communicating? Maybe I've realized, ooh, yeah, I'm not effectively communicating. Am I willing to change that? And not going outward, going, yeah, but they, or yeah, but whatever, whoever that is. No. It's not about anybody else but us this week. Let's engage in our own heart and our own willingness to shine a light on some of those darker parts of ourselves, those parts of ourselves that judge, right? What is judgment? Thinking we're better than or less than, right? If I think I'm better than, I may demand and assume and accuse, and and if I think I'm less than, I might think I'm not worthy of what I'm asking for. So let's really open up our senses and go inward so that we can find what it is inside of us that we can make maybe some slight shifts or maybe some big shifts in the ways that we communicate so that we can improve every single relationship. Okay, so this week's intention is bringing mindful awareness and fully engaging in how we communicate and what we're willing to adjust or change so that we can communicate more effectively with those that we love or those people in our lives that are there no matter what, right? The people you work with, the people in your family. So let's set an intention to shine a light on those 4 A's and how we can give and receive, and notice when there's some blockages. Okay, I'm going to give acceptance to this particular person. What's blocking me from doing that? Not what they've done, what's blocking me. How about receiving acceptance? Okay, if I can't receive it, I really fully can't give it either. Until we can fully accept ourselves, we can't give acceptance to other people. Until we can give affection to ourselves, can we really truly give affection to others? How about appreciation for ourselves? Can we really give appreciation to others if we can't appreciate ourselves? And attention, can we give attention to ourselves? Can we do this? Can we shine this light inward to see what we're willing to do so that we can give full attention to others? And full attention is that mindful awareness. Let's tap this in. Let's move. Let's bring body, mind, and soul into this week's practice of mindful awareness. Okay. Let's just bounce and shake and bring some awareness into our body. How does our body feel? Bring some attention into how our body feels. How about some acceptance for how our body is feeling? Big breath. How can we bring some attention to our body to try to balance that out? Good. And then let's just appreciate our body. Let's start there. Let's shake things out, bounce things out, move things out, bring some awareness into how we're feeling. What do we need? What do we need? Let's march it out. How do we know what we need if we don't understand what we're feeling? How can we express that if we don't understand it fully in ourselves? Let's bring one knee up. And maybe let's flip that around. How about the people in our lives? Instead of demanding or assuming, why don't we ask them, what are you feeling? What are you needing? What are ways that we can bring, one more time, some more mindful awareness into how we communicate? Let's just tap all the way down. We're tapping this into every part of our body. Right there. Let's get the movement going. Let's shine. Let's turn some light on here in our body. Let's just tap behind, knock that in behind. It's like a morning cup of coffee, a morning wake up. Okay, shake it out. Let's rub our hands together to create the energy in our hands. Okay, and then we're going to tap in underneath our eyes. This is a tapping that helps us to ground and root ourselves. Let's ground and root ourselves into the mindful awareness. Communication, how we communicate with ourselves. Do we know what we're feeling when you're hurt or when you're confused? Can you express that? Or do you keep it inside, thinking nobody wants to hear what I have to say? Or do you express it in a way that doesn't get the results that you want? Just begin to feel and recognize these 4 A's. And then let's cross here. Let's get all of our energy moving in the right direction. What is our energy moving in the right direction? Opening up our mind to be willing to make some changes within ourselves, to shine some light on those parts of ourselves that, we're willing to change. Maybe give more affection to ourselves or receive affection from others. Go right in here about appreciation. How about appreciation? How do we appreciate ourselves better? How can we appreciate others in our life better? Give and receive this week. Let's get this heart center open. February is heart month, the physical heart, right? How can we give more attention to our body? Let's move it. There's so many ways you can take these 4 A's, give and receive to ourselves and to others. Let's tap. This whole week is about going inward and shining some light on how we can improve the communication within ourselves and in all of our relationships around us. Not trying to change anybody else, but just shining a light inward, starting to understand what we're feeling, what we're needing, and how we can balance this all out with giving and receiving. Good. Shake that out. I like to cross that over. So it's a big week. There's lots here that I've given you. Next week is a holiday, so there will not be a tap in. So you got 2 weeks of this mindful awareness, bring it into all aspects of your life. It will improve your life. It will improve the relationships in your life. So have an amazing week, my friends, and just mindful awareness. Be willing to take a look. Namaste.